YouTube video time again. I did plan on doing a little bit of video every day and then editing it tomorrow and then putting it up, but I still haven't been able to get the hang of the whole editing thing, so I'm having to do one video today of everything I've done this week. So I'm just going to catch you up on everything. So obviously on Tuesday I launched my new cards. So these ones, which is the Autumn Dreaming collection. I've got anniversary one and the Dreaming one. So I did that. I also did my accounts for July on Monday. I did that. My wholesale catalogue. I can't remember if I showed you this or not. So I'm doing a wholesale catalogue of all my cards, wrapping paper, art prints. Just to send or email it to little stores that I think might be a good fit for my cards, or just companies that I think would be good. So I've done it like this. I did have it as one on here and one on here, and then you folded it in half like an A5 little booklet. But this is how I'm going to use it, and I think this might be better actually, because I haven't printed on the other side. I only printed on one side. I've saved this as a PDF, and then I'm just going to research what stores. I'm going to try and do some local stores, and then ones in like little seaside towns as well. Obviously I love Whitstable, so I'm probably going to find some shops there, and just email them a copy of this, and then just see what they think. So in here I've got all my collections. Obviously I'll be adding to them as well, because I'll have my Christmas collection coming out soon, so that will be added to it. I haven't put my art prints in this one yet, so I've got to do that as well. I haven't launched this yet. I'm going to do it, I think it's next week I've got it down to do. So that'll be, you'll be able to see that on my website, and I'll post a little bit on my Instagram as well, so you can see that. I've done degree work this week, so I finished one unit which I had to send off. I sent that off yesterday for marking. So I just thought I'd show you what I've been working on. It's really rough. So it's just a little storybook. You get to make up a story and some illustrations as well. So this is what I've been working on. And then that's the final one there. So just a couple of things I just thought I'd show you, it might be interesting. I did my first IGTV on Instagram, so if you go over to my Instagram you'll be able to see that. I launched my newsletter today as well, so if you go on my website, on the bottom of the first page you can subscribe. You'll receive a newsletter every month telling you what's happened and what's new. And you'll get updates on sales quicker than everybody else, and also you'll get blog posts as well. You'll be available to look at those as well. Another thing I've been working on, which is I did an 18-month sort of period of time where I did some surface pattern design courses, which is what I've done to do all of my fabrics and stuff. You can see hanging up there. It's with Make It in Design, and they also do a summer school and a winter school, which is just basically a month long or 4 weeks long, and you just develop your pattern skills. I've done about, I think, 3 summer schools and 3 winter schools, but it's good for me now because I've done all the courses. I did them a couple of years ago. It just keeps me up to date with everything, and I can create new patterns, which is really good. So we had a brief, and it was called Indian Summer. So I decided to draw some elephants, and I actually was meant to film it step by step to show everybody, but I forgot. So I have got it on here, so you can see it's just rough painting, like a wash I did of the elephants. I sketched them briefly first. Oh, that's me. What's that? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Bear with me. Right. So that was that sketch. And that's that one. You can see there's a bit more detail. Then I did do a little video of it, but it would take too long for me to do the whole lot. So that's the next one. You can see the shading is getting deeper in some places. That one. And then that one, I think I posted this. And then I started to draw, because they're Indian elephants, they were going to be, have a cover over them, like an Indian designed cover, and then like a hat or a cap on their heads. So I started to sketch that out. You probably can't really see that. There they are painted, so that's the turquoise little cap, and that's the cover. And then just each time I added something, I just took a picture of it because I couldn't do the video. You can see it developing. And then I started on the little details. And I think that's the finished one. That's the finished one there, yeah. And I've got it here so I can show you that. So there we go, that's the finished one. So now, what I do, obviously what I've said before, is I scan this on my computer, put it into Photoshop, I erase the background so that it's just the image, save it as a PSD file. I save these two separately, and then I put them into Illustrator and make them into a pattern. But I've got to think about the background texture. Do I want some motifs as well as just the elephants? So that's something that I'm going to be working on next week probably. I just wanted to show you that. Some of my illustrations. And I really do like this one. I think this one, the legs went a little bit wrong on this one. He looks quite tall and his legs are a little bit bandy. I think they should have been a little bit shorter, sort of about this height. He does look a bit tall there. But this one I do really like, and I was thinking of putting this in, making this into an art print as well, just maybe an A5 size art print. I thought that was really nice. So that's something to think about. And today, because obviously I've posted that on social media, I've also copyrighted it. So obviously, as I said before, I'm a member of Copyright House. So so I copyright it. And it's got all the details in there, what colours I've used, the media I've used, and obviously what they are and everything. So I copyright that, and I just copyright that it's an illustration. And then once I make it into a pattern, I also copyright the pattern as well, just as a double check. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now is just give you a little studio tour, just in case you haven't seen my studio. I am changing. I'll come up against a bit of a problem. I'm not going to be able to have this as my like business office studio anymore, so it'll just be like a home studio, but I've got to go to other premises to make it a little bit more professional and to be registered properly. So this will probably might be the last time that you see this. Yeah, so I've got to sort all that out in September. That should be fun. It was something that I wasn't expecting, so it's been a bit annoying really, because I've just really set all this out. So I'm going to change the camera angle, so bear with me. You didn't get it wrong, okay. So basically these are the prints on my wall that I did. You can see them there. And then I will spin you to the other side. So we have got here, this is my little shelving area. So this is where I've got some prints here, I've got my portfolio book, I've got my Filofaxes, got some illustrations, my fabrics, that sort of thing. I've got my laptop, I use a Wacom board as well. And then I also do big canvases as well, oil ones and acrylic, so that's there. I've also got my little pegboard there, you can see there's lots of different artwork up there and other people's work and illustrations. And then this side is the not brilliant side, it's the messy side. I've got books up the top there. And then here I've got a little storage unit, my wrapping paper on the top, a mirror and just a lamp. And then I've got a wardrobe because this used to be a spare bedroom, so I've got a wardrobe in it just in the corner, which is still there because I have to keep that there. Then I've got some other illustrations here. This one's mine at the top there. This one's a friend of mine. You can see there, and then that's another illustrator. That Super Love one is another illustrator that I like. And then you can see this is my little bureau. You can see that there. That's just all my stationery really. It's a bit messy at the moment. That's just all my stationery. And I've got this bureau on eBay and hand painted it all. It's got a really vibrant inside to it. Another one of my canvases there. And then some of that's my pet portraits that I started to do. That's my cousin's dog, Pippa. This is another illustrator that I really like called Lorna Scobie. So I bought that illustration there. And then we just come back to the same place where I was sitting before, where I keep all my cards on my wrapping desk. The ones that are turned round are actually next month's launches, so I'm not going to show you those. So yeah, so that is my studio tour. Pop it back down there. Yeah, that's my studio tour. As I say, it'll be changing soon, so I thought I'd give you a tour before I have to change. So yeah, so that's my YouTube video for this week. I've got next week off as holiday. I'm not going anywhere, just days out. And I'm going to try and properly look at how to edit YouTube videos. I know there are YouTube videos on how to do it, and I've looked at those, but I just can't seem to get the hang of it, so I will look into that. So until next week, see you later. Have a really good week. Hope you enjoy the sunshine. It's so hot in here. Okay, see you later then. Bye.